All right, welcome back, True Seeker. It is March 30th, 2023, already almost to April Fool's Day. I'm sure they'll have another gem for us. But today, Donald Trump finishes up the ritual. He told us all he was going to get arrested on March 22nd, 322. And instead, the indictment comes a little more than a week later, March 30th, on the 76th date numerology, while he's 76 years old, exactly 76 days before his upcoming birthday. It's a lot of 76. And of course, his name in Gematria, Donald John Trump, equals 76, like Skull and Bones. And of course, we most recently had the Skull and Bones president, George Herbert Walker Bush, whose birthday is 7-6. And don't forget what happened last year on 7-6, on his 76th birthday. The Georgia Guidestones came falling down that were put up in March 1980 on the date March 22nd, 322. Of course, 322 is what Skull and Bones identifies by because of the philosophers that died in 322 BC. And then the other piece of this is it's all connected to the payment or the hush money for Stormy Daniels, whose birth name is Stephanie Gregory Clifford, which equals 383, the 76th prime. And again, as we've been documenting literally every day since 2015, every Donald Trump headline is by the numbers, good and bad, showing that he's a puppet on strings. He's an actor performing a script that's meant to divide the nation, as pretty much all these scripts are. From what gender can use what restroom to everything. I mean, politics is meant to divide us, keeps us fighting over a circus that is not here to really represent us. Our representatives do not represent us. They represent powerful entities like the ones that employ the thousands of lobbyists in D.C. But yeah, what a ritual. And is Trump the only 76th thing today? No, it's news by the numbers all day, every day. How about the Wall Street Journal journalist taken by Russia? Remember, we had Brittany Griner by the numbers. They finally released her in the big 42 ritual, the number stamped all over Black history, making Jackie Robinson spin over in his grave. But notice, who's the journalist arrested today at the Wall Street Journal? Evan Gershkovich, 76. Before that news broke and before the Trump indictment broke, what was CNN running with all morning? The Battle of Bakhmut. What's Bakhmut equal? 76. CNN even put out a story today, 3 minutes and 22 seconds long on the Battle of Bakhmut, 322. Again, Georgia Guidestones go up on 322, March 22nd. They come down on 7-6, George W. Bush's 76th birthday. The same guy who got asked by Tim Russert on Meet the Press, hey, what is it about that 322? What are the odds that you and Kerry are both in Skull and Bones 322 and you guys are both running for president here in 2004? He asked that to Bush and Kerry. They both said, oh, it's a secret, Tim. There's not much I can tell you, but I can tell you I'm going to win this election. Again, I don't even know if I really have any more to say, but I guess we can go back to last week. Last week, Trump said he was going to get arrested on March 22nd, and then it got pushed back to March 23rd. But anyway, 322 was his 322nd week since taking office January 20th, 2017. And then the day that it all fell apart, March 22nd, it was National Donald Day. National Donald Day. You don't think this stuff's a big joke? A big story just playing out one script after the next? There's not enough orange makeup to hide how bad this guy's aging. Did you guys see him on Hannity the other night? He looked rough. His comb-overs never looked worse. Looked like they spent 5 hours caking on the orange Oompa Loompa polish. And he still looked like a pile of shit. It's sad that this is people's hero. Man, if he were here, it'd be better. It's like, God, I mean, if he were here, it would be better. I remember when he was in office, I never saw anything more fascist or horrible happen in my life. The cooties pandemic that he embraced. Now he's acting like he's anti-cooties pandemic. He claims, on one hand, he's the father of the vaccine, and DeSantis was Mr. Lockdown. Who was he? He was Mr. National Emergency on Friday the 13th. He was Mr. Let's rush out the big profits for Pfizer. Let's sign on the dotted line for the banksters. You know, he did that by the numbers. 6.2 trillion? Is that what it was? Anytime you print money, it devalues the currency. And we're in a new phase of inflation, I gotta tell you that, just based on what Kroger's doing. I went to, it's been a minute since I went to a Kroger, but I was just blown away by the prices of things today. They've been going up like in tiers, but like my favorite salsa, pre-pandemic, it was always $2.50. Then when the inflation tier hit, it went up to $3.50. Then today it was up to $5.50. I was like, oh my God, it's this local brand out here made in Oregon, but it's just like, whoa. And then there's another local yogurt company from Oregon as well. And, it's also jumped. And then, it used to be $3 for a good-sized carton. Now it's up to $7. It's like, I don't know how people with kids right now can afford to feed their family, honestly, and they're probably not. But, yeah, again, for everybody's hero, I mean, these are the consequences of this guy going along with the New World Order policies. And who's Mr. New World Order? It was Papa Bush, also in Skull and Bones. Here, again, things to go over if you're new here. Gematria. Very simple. Alphabetic order, forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards with numerology. It's so simple, but you got to know all four ciphers. Skull and Bones. 149 in the most simple cipher. That's the 35th prime. Today, this happens on a Thursday. Thursday's the 35 day of the week. We call it 35 Thursday. It pays us very well every Thursday during the NFL football season because every NFL game is pretty much scripted to some kind of 35 ritual on Thursday. Occasionally, they'll even do a 149. Bill Belichick had a nice 149 ritual on 35 Thursday. And let's not forget, right after George W. Bush, born on 7/6, took office, we had 9/11, the Patriot Act, the Patriots, Bill Belichick. But anyway, Papa Bush, who was also in Skull and Bones, was number 41. And if you look it up, his birthday's June 12th, the day leaving 202 days left in the year, which is the D.C. area code. And then we talked about 76 today. For everyone who suffers from amnesia, this is the United States of amnesia after all. Again today, Trump is 76 years old. The date numerology 76, 3 plus 30 plus 20 plus 23. It's 76 days from his birthday. Skull and Bones, Donald John Trump, both 76 when you run it in reverse. By the way, Donald John Trump also equals 220, and Aaron Judge blasted his 220th home run today as the Yankees beat the Giants 5-0 when San Francisco's 50, and they were once 5-0. Congrats to the winners. I gave the baseball nose for free. As I wrote, it looked like it was Lock City for the Yankees today on opening day. But again, this code is so simple, you guys, and it's so undeniable, and the reason we know it's undeniable is because we've been looking at it for a decade and proving it day after day. And I'll be back tomorrow to show how all of tomorrow's news is by the numbers, and the day after that, and until the day I die, I'll be here. Well, hopefully not until the day I die. I take that back. I hope it's until the day that enough people catch on and this crap comes to an end, because we ended it. No longer does Skull and Bones and the Jesuits and the Roman vampires run the nation and the media. They got exterminated because people finally woke up. No longer did they get on their knees and wait for their false heroes like the chump, or any of them. What about Ron DeSantis? Also went to Yale. No more to say. But yeah, it's pathetic, man. It's pathetic. I regret that I did not record the day I went to the Trump rally on Division Street in Spokane, Washington. It was the biggest mistake. I was out there engaging with people. I should have just been sitting back recording to capture exactly what Trump brought to this nation. You know, people driving by, love it. They love the Trump rally. Next car comes by, both middle fingers out the window, screaming FUs. A guy comes and gets arrested with the police had to show up who was just so outraged that people would be celebrating Trump. But again, it's because everyone's caught up in the propaganda and they're taking sides. So I did notice as I was going live, as I was posting on here, if you guys aren't on freetofindtruth.com, it is a totally free social media platform with truth seekers. It's not about politics. It's about waking people up to what's going on. It's about there being no censorship. But $130,000 hush money payment. Washington equals 130. Who remembers when Pete Carroll picked up his 130th regular season win on the state of Washington's birthday as a big underdog that night on Monday Night Football against the Niners years ago? Washington equals 130 forwards, 140 in reverse. He picked up his 130th regular season win and 140th win, including the playoffs, on Washington State's birthday. From Washington, D.C. to the state of Washington. But shout out to RR. I saw this right as I was going live. Today is the 89th day of the year. Let's see if that post is true. Trump indictment. That is how they're referring to it as. Yep, Trump indictment. 89 on the 89th day of the year. It's shameful, man. It's shameful that they get away with this every day. You know what? Maybe we got a Trumpaholic out there that's got some questions that just can't believe what they're hearing. Maybe they're thinking things like, how do you know it's not just skull and bones setting Trump up? If you got any questions like that, call in, because I'll answer any questions you have. We've been shown what a puppet Trump is every day, all day since 2015. And back then, again, we saw in 2015 why he would likely win the rigged selection for him, just like how we said way in advance why Biden would become number 46 weeks after the Pope's birthday when Catholic's 46. And JFK got shot in the head at age 46, at least so they tell us. Let's see, is that the right one? Okay, the number's up on the screen. I think it's clear enough. 509-560-4982. If we got any callers, again, now's the time. And also, just as another reminder, if you're in the Washington area, want to come out this weekend, we're going to be in Seattle, Pike's Place Market on First, Sunday, all day. I aim to get out there by no later than noon. We'll stay out till it starts to get dark, so about noon to 6. We got the speaker, we got the mic. We're going to be trying to wake people up to all the agendas. Got to get America to wake up. Awake from your slumber. All right, I almost got the line all the way open. I have to do a few tricks. Got to keep my phone troll-proofed. Okay, we got our first caller, Kansas City. Kansas City, you're on.
Yo, Zach.
Yo.
You hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
With the Trump thing and shit like that, I had got into an argument with my homie last night because he a big Trump guy. And he was telling me how he was gonna teach his kid how to vote red and all that. And I'm telling him, like, why would you want your kids to vote red? And then we got into like a big argument about it, and we not speaking no more. But I don't know. Could you give me like something to tell him about the skull and bones? Cause
well, here. I'd be somewhat agreeable with him, right? Because he's really into the voting red thing, and I get where people are coming from right now. Because if you're voting red, like you're not. I mean, even though both political parties are in on it, it's like the blues right now. They're about really taking away the rights and liberties. They're more for the lockdowns. They're more for the masking. So they're really more about all the agendas that we really can't stand. But the R's, the Reds, they're going along with it too. They're just trying to play good cop, but they're not really doing anything to stop anything. So I'd come at it from that angle. I'd be like, okay, But let's really think about what the R's have also done in this. Are they really the good guys, or are they just posing as the good guys and the better option right now? Because what I always go back to is this is the way. Like if I was growing up right now, if I was 18 years old right now, I'd probably believe a little bit in the Republican Party, just like how when I was 18, I believed a little bit in the Democratic Party because that's when 9/11 happened, and the only politicians who were questioning 9/11 and saying we need to look more into this, and it was like the Dennis Kuciniches of the world and the I forget the other lady's name, but they were the only ones like even bringing up, was this a false flag? It was only Democrats doing that, so I was thinking, well, the Democrats seem like the only reasonable party. But now the tide's changed, and now it's the Republicans that look more legit. But that's just the game they play over time to keep people going back and forth. So that's the way I'd come at it, since they're so invested in this red thing.
Yeah, because I'm 19. I don't believe in like either party, but I'm kind of I'm kind of on the fence about both. Like, because the Democratic Party, they hide their racism, but some of the R's though, a lot of them are racist, but some of them actually some of them is not racist. It's kind of like flips. Like if you get what I mean, like it's kind of like flips.
I totally get what you mean, because I mean, you turn on Fox News, which is like the Republican station. They it has to be part of the programming at least 2 or 3 times a day. They got to get like some small petty crime on of a black man caught on camera. It's just like part of the programming. So yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, and they I see a lot of people on Twitter. They be trying to like the Democrats on Twitter. They be trying to push this big agenda, talking about how black on Asian crimes is like very high, and me, I'm not a guy that believes in statistics, so like I don't believe that. I just feel like it's propaganda. You feel me? And I be telling people, I'm like, this is straight propaganda, but they be like, nah, this is really happening. It's on video. I'm like, how do y'all know these are not stage actors? Getting paid to do this shit, but nobody listen to me though. So same thing. How I don't believe that it's like really 13% of black folks in the world just all around, but I don't know. People, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's just me or what, but
it's not you. I mean, you're going through what most of us are going through who get what's going on in the world. It's like people get so violent towards us because they believe so much in whatever it is they believe in, and we're not fooled by their belief system. We're like, can't you see through this thing you believe in? This isn't really going to save you. And they get so mad about that because they're so emotionally invested. So
yeah, like the Nashville school shooting. I'm like, because I'm on the phone with this girl last night, and she was just crying over it. I'm like, you don't even know these people, and I'm trying to tell her this. How I tried to tell my mom. I'm like, because I basically went off what you said. I was like, the parking lot was empty. The school is empty. Nobody's in there. It's no bullet holes in the wall. I'm like, where's the bodies? It's just like this shit ain't making no sense.
It doesn't make any sense. And the thing is, they believe it because it comes from the authorities. If you and I went and filmed that video in an empty school, running through with our guns and body camera on, saying we saved a bunch of people, these same people would look at that video and they'd be like, I didn't even see anybody else in the building.
Right.
That's exactly how they'd handle it if you and I did it. Then they'd see it. They'd say, oh, I don't see anyone in the building. Who'd you save in there? But because it comes from the authorities, then they're like, well, this came from the authorities, so it must be true. That's why it's mind control. That's why you can see these people are under a spell. So, yeah, it is frustrating. But don't get too discouraged. I mean, you're experiencing what pretty much all of us have experienced for speaking out and for seeing things the way they actually are.
Yeah, but thank you for letting me get on, man. I'll let some of these brainwashed Trump heads get on.
All right, we'll see if any call in.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
All right.
Yeah, again, and I mean, even though the person's mad at him right now, he's planting seeds in that person's head. If enough people plant seeds in that person's head, they might actually change their opinion. And it's just like the story I was telling earlier today. There's a gentleman I talked with in 2018 about this knowledge, and he seemed real receptive when I was talking to him. But then every other time I met up with him after that, which was I'd meet him once or twice a year, He never brought it up. He never said anything, and I just didn't say anything. I thought, oh, maybe he doesn't care that much. But then I found out today from his daughter that he was obsessed with it for so long, and he shared it with everybody, and he was following me for a long time, and I just thought, are you kidding me? I never knew that. He never brought it up every time. So, but anyway, he helped spread the word. And again, just get the information out there. Some people won't receive it. Some people might receive it more than you even know. So we just got to do our job to get the information out there. Information is what controls people's minds, and that's why the media is working all day, every day to control the information of the world. And they have a huge advantage because they got all the resources and technology and own, all the broadcasting things that fill up our screens. And they realize, even though people like us, we got a small piece of the pie, that they realize we're a real threat. That's why they got to keep censoring us and squashing us with the algorithms. Do we got any other callers out there? Do we got any other callers out there today? We got 300 viewers. We got 74 likes. Maybe if all 300 people watching hit the like, it might help send this into somebody else's algorithm, and then 300 new people might find out about it today. I feel like anyone who watches the first few minutes of this video is going to go, wait a minute, I got to look more into this. By the way, you guys should go back and watch my video the day the Georgia Guidestones came down on 7/6 on Bush's 76th birthday. I said right in that video, I said, I wonder what Trump's big skull and bones ritual will be this year. I also said for Clinton, too. I haven't really seen anything with Bill Clinton so far this year, but he'll still be 76 until August 19th. And he did... Wait, I know Bill went to Georgetown like Hillary. Hillary went to Yale. Did Bill also go to Yale? Got to double check that one. Shout out to Playboy X. He said, can't wait to have a Max a Million Robespierre type of thing with these puppets. I have to look up what that is. A Max a Million Robespierre type of thing with these puppets. I don't know what that is, so I'll look it up. I'll learn something new today. But thank you. Trump was reinstituted on YouTube, huh? I must have missed that headline, so that must have been March 17th. If that's true, he was reinstated on the 76th day of the year. Hold on. Let's check that out, too. Let's check that out. Is that another 76 ritual? Trump reinstated on YouTube. March 17th, the 76th day of the year, at age 76, reinstated on YouTube. Remember, YouTube, owned by Google, which celebrates its birthday on the Jesuit recognition date. The Jesuits have the Templar cross in the middle of their logo, and skull and bones. Their symbolism is modeled after how the Knights Templar buried their dead. In other words, they all go back to the Catholic Church. So, makes some sense. I missed that headline the day it happened. I'm back, he posted. Okay. He's back. Man, yeah. You guys, it is annoying. I mean, my channel used to be so active. We used to get so many more viewers, so many more callers. And I'm grateful for all you guys who return each day, but I don't think we're reaching that many new people. I think that's also why we don't get many calls anymore. It's too bad. Never seen a cop drive down this street before. Ask people to subscribe. Yeah, every big YouTuber, they always remind all throughout the video, please hit the like, please subscribe. I guess you have to do that to get people to do it, which seems amazing to me. It seems like it's just so easy to do if you like. Anytime I find a video that I'm like, wow, this is interesting, I just hit the subscribe. I don't need to be asked to subscribe. Here, I want to, I guess since, while we wait for another caller, if we do have one, I'll go over something else that made me laugh that was in the news today. We've been talking about the Vegas shooting, one that we predicted months and months before it happened. I realized I was missing something this whole time. You know how we just talked about how the two officers, for people who are new here, check this out. Again, Nashville on the 86th meridian, on the 86th day of the year, became the story of the week with the Covenant School shooting. I just want to go back over something, and then I want to show you something. I actually talked about it when we were looking at this, but I realized all this time I was missing something. Okay, so they put out the body cam footage on the 87th day of the year. Get news by the numbers all day, every day. Shooting was the day before on the 86th day of the year on the 86th meridian, where the owner of the school supposedly died. Her name equals 86. And then John Drake, the police chief in charge, his name's 86, and so on and so forth. Sabrina the Teenage Witch was there. Witch 27 like broom. The show turned 27 years old. First debuted on September 27th, the big Jesuit day, Google's birthday as well. But anyway, the two officers were Officer Rex Engelbert and Officer Michael Collazo. Both of their names 135 like officers, right? And then as we also talked about, Central Intelligence Agency also 135. And then, I said, recall how the number was used in the Route 91 Harvest Festival shooting, where they made a music video paying tribute to it done by Eminem, where they showed the shooter was in room number 135. By the way, again, if the Eminem music video was titled Darkness in tribute to the Route 91 Harvest Festival shooting that happened on the day leaving 91 days left in the year, and Darkness is 91, and the music video came out 91 days after Eminem's birthday. 91's the 13th triangular number, like what was on Stephen Paddock's neck. But scrolling down again, in the video, he's in room 135. Well, I missed something big here the whole time. Stephen Paddock was the shooter. Paddock, 135. Notice how Paddock is 54, 27, 135, just like Bavaria, where a lot of the secret societies came into being, including the Illuminati that was founded by the Jesuit Adam Weishaupt, and then the CIA was established in a huge Jesuit ritual September 18th, 47. See how it just all flows together? CIA, Jesuits, same numbers over and over on the mind control programming, And essentially their biggest tool right now that they got in the toolbox is Donald Trump. I mean, this guy has commanded like 50% of the news since he announced he was running for president in 2015. And that's not an exaggeration. I mean, this guy is in the news every day. You heard more about him in the end of Obama's presidency than you heard about Obama. You've heard more about Trump every day in the time of the Biden administration. That's why people think, that he's still the president. I mean, he's the most relevant guy in the world. But yeah, no wonder they got him in room 135, huh? Paddock. Remember, he had 47 guns, like the CIA established in 47, like government 47, like authority 47, like Republican 47, like Democrat 47, like White House 47, like President 47, like Trump 47. Remember Trump's quote, "I've done more in 47 months than Biden's done in 47 years. Again, Biden was in office for 47 years before he became president, and he was also the 47th vice president, and he also took office with 47-year-old Obama. Obama, Seattle's favorite guy. That's funny, Agent Trump, huh? Agent Trump got the numbers. As we know, the word agent alone's 47, like the movie Hitman, Agent 47. Also a video game. Yeah, a paddock is a holding pen for animals. Exactly. Might be a joke on where they keep these MK Ultra types until the day they're ready to go. Yeah, the Trump Pence ticket. We called it all the night they called it for him. You guys, they called the Trump election, him the 45th president-elect, on the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. Berlin Wall, 45 in the most pure, also 63, like 2016 is the 63rd triangular number. And it was on the 27-year anniversary of the fall of the wall, ritual 27 and 45. Puppet on strings. Go back and watch his ad. His Serta ad, talking to sheep 11 and 9, wearing the same suit and tie he wore for selection night where it was called for him on 11-9. Trump. Tarot cards, the Trump card. Starts running in the time of the show House of Cards. The president of that show is Francis Underwood, played by Kevin Spacey. Remember, he was going through the sexual assault case while Trump was going through the sexual assault case. Francis 47, Underwood 47. Donald Trump, actor and president, like Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan ran on Make America Great Again. Then Trump did it. Ronald Reagan said, tear down that wall. Donald Trump said, build that wall. I appreciate that, Central Scrutinizer. We need a lot more people to step up right now more than ever. You know I'm going to be here every day. That's a constant that remains. I don't feel like there's anything more important to do than speak out every day about this tyranny. But yeah, the stock in this work is way down, and it does not deserve to be. Way less support than when we pounded pavement all across the nation. Way less views. Way less callers. See if we can find some new people this weekend in Seattle on Sunday. Shout out to Nathan. Nathan, you got to stop, my man. You don't have to do another donation, but I do appreciate it. Dead presidents on the 4th of July, exactly. The 2nd, the 3rd, and the 5th. 3 of the first 5 dead on 7/4. Catholic 35, like JFK number 35, the first Catholic. Somebody's going, you said Catholic was 46. Yeah, it is. It's 35 forwards, it's 46 in reverse. JFK number 35, killed at age 46. Biden number 46, elected after 46 weeks after the Pope's birthday, inaugurated on the Pope's 35th day of his age. Is there anybody in Washington State in the chat that can make it out to Seattle this weekend? Got any new faces that can come out? The problem is I do scare away people, because I do know that a lot of the people that came out in March of 2020 who were good people, you know, there was a mom, she brought out her young daughter. They were really cool, but I'm sure that oftentimes I rub them the wrong way because I know that they're church-going people. But yeah, again, it's just I gotta be true to form. Hold on, I'm gonna scan this call real quick. Hello? Hello? Yeah, who's this? Yeah, I knew it's a troll. I knew it was a troll. I didn't want to give the troll the airtime. The 2, 3, and 5 thing, I think, also fits in with the gang, doesn't it? It's the Society of Jesus. Yeah, the Society of Jesus. 2, 3, 5. 2nd, 3rd, and 5th presidents, all dead on 7/4. In case you guys are new here, for the new person who might stop by today, just take the most simple cipher. ABC is 1, 2, 3. Forget about the rest of the ciphers. Holiday, 74, like the nation's birthday. If you use numerology, Independence Day is 74. But occult, 74. Masonic, 74. This whole letters and numbers thing comes from Jewish mysticism, Kabbalah. Jewish, 74. Killing, 74. 3 of the first 5 presidents dead on Independence Day on 7/4. The 74th day of the year to remember the killing of Caesar by stabbing. Stabbing's also 74. What's up, 732?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, you know how Donald Trump told Hillary Clinton on the debate stage that if he was president, she would be in jail?
I've been saying that for a while. Wouldn't it be funny if someday instead he got locked up, the whole locker up thing? I wondered if this is something they might do long ago, because they've had all these different criminal things for Trump over the years, right? Like the fraud at his university, sexual assault, this, that. It's like been an ongoing narrative for 6 years now, and now it comes to, this moment at age 76. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to mention how this news is hitting 211 days before Hillary Clinton's birthday.
And she went to Yale, where Skull and Bones is, and she very well might have been a member. Yeah, she's going to turn 76 later this year. 211 days before her birthday. For people who don't get that, that's the 47th prime number. And if you go back and look, 2016 election, Trump was in the 47-story Midtown Hilton Hotel in New York. And I forget the name of the building Hillary was in that night, but the name of the building she was in equaled 47. So...
wasn't it 33,000 emails, just like
oh, yeah.
3:30 today?
That's true, 33,000 emails. Bonesman, the alumni of Skull and Bones, equals 33. Yeah, good one.
Yeah, people are so dumb.
Yeah, they don't see the mockery, so... Okay.
Keep up the good work. I don't know how you've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do but fight back. Appreciate it, man.
I know. All right, later.
Yeah, take care. Yeah, the reason I keep going is because I've been fighting since I was 18 years old. I've been annoyed since 9/11 happened. 210 days, but if you count the span of days, it's 211. So, span of 211 days, 47th prime. And out of curiosity, his motto, what's lock her up equal? Let's put the base ciphers back up here and take a look at that. Lock her up. That was the whole thing. Oh, lock her up's 134. That's funny. And let me pull up my post on all the Trump 134 things. Here, I think we got a troll again, but let me check. Hello? Okay, yeah, it was a troll. But yeah, there's a long list of Trump 134. I'll type out some of it here. See how much of it I can remember off the top of my head. 347.
Hello. Yo, what's good, Zach?
Yeah, what's up, man?
I didn't catch the beginning of your scream. I just got on right now. Did you connect the helicopter crashing with Trump getting indicted today?
Yeah, because I know. I mean, it's just like when Trump first took office, we predicted on the 88th day of the year there'd be some big ritual, and it was a helicopter crash on his own golf course, and the name of the course was 88, and Trump's 88. But yeah, you're right. That is a big story to start the day. There's been this ongoing theme with Trump and helicopters. When he first became president, he said, "I am Batman" on a helicopter. And don't forget, when he said, "I am Batman," again, you got here late. Today's 76 date numerology, while Trump's 76. It's also 76 days from his upcoming birthday. Of course, Skull and Bones equals 76 like Donald John Trump. But with regards to the Skull and Bones Batman thing, because Trump said, "I am Batman" on a helicopter. Again, the 33rd episode of the original Batman series, part of this plot is how Batman's grandfather founded Yale Skull and Bones. But yeah, go.
I got two more things to add to it. Don't you know that this weekend they filmed the Joker movie by the courthouse where he got indicted at this weekend?
They're doing a new version of that movie?
Yes, they filmed some scenes this weekend at that courthouse in Manhattan.
Yeah, I mean, God, what a joke, man. What a joke.
And one more thing, his business partner, that made him successful in the 80s, remember, he died in a helicopter crash.
Yeah, again, for people who have not read my first book, Letters and Numbers, I have a huge section in there in Trump, and I just talk about this ongoing thing with him and helicopters. So yeah, you're right. I need to look more into that crash this morning. I was on the road when I saw that headline break. I actually haven't looked into that one, so I'll check that out.
So when I saw the two Black Hawk crash, I said, okay, you gave them Black Hawk crash. I said, so there's gonna be some Trump news.
Did it say that 2 helicopters crashed and 9 people died? Is that what it said?
Yes.
And Trump does equal 29. Trump does equal 29.
And you got to remember, the day before, in Tennessee, the school shooting was 3 9-year-olds. So you get 3 killed in a helicopter crash, too. So that's another 9.
Yeah. And 45 is the 9th triangular number. He's number 45. His ex-wife died in the big ritual this past summer, 45 years after their marriage. Okay. Yeah, good one.
But it's just crazy with Trump and helicopters. And it's more instances of that, of a helicopter crash in the last 5 years that's been connected with Trump. I just can't remember all of them, because you posted most of them, those helicopter crashes during the last 5 years with Trump, I think.
Yeah, we've been talking about the Trump helicopter theme, since 2016. So. Yep.
All right, that's it. I just had to make that point. Did you say anything about the helicopter crash?
I'll look at that. I'll look at that now. I'm glad you brought that up. That was a headline I let slip through the cracks. But yeah, great observation.
All right, that's it.
All right, thanks, man. Always got a good one.
Okay.
See. All right, yeah, he's always got a great observation, that guy. Shout out to him. He came out to New York City. He's still riding with us. Yeah, and again, just other news today. The Wall Street journalist detained by Russia. His name, 76. CNN all day focused on the Battle of Bakhmut. Bakhmut 76. Again, that's the date numerology today. But let's take this call from 607, and then we'll check out that helicopter crash. 607.
Yo.
Yo.
There was a little, because San Francisco equals 76.
And San Francisco also equals 50, and they got smoked 5-0 today. Looked like it was Lock City for the Yankees.
Yeah, it was. And Judge hit the first home run of the season off number 62.
And it was his 220th home run, and Donald John Trump's also 220. They're always syncing, Aaron Judge up with the news. He's been synced up with Supreme Court justices. Now there's a big judge ruling against Trump in New York, his city, where Aaron Judge is. It's no accident that Aaron Judge hit his 220th home run today. People can think it's an coincidence all they want. Go look into how both of his records that he set, passing Babe Ruth and Roger Maris, were both done during Yom Kippur, which is about judgment. It's all a big joke. Anyway, go for it.
I mean, you said, you pretty much covered it all, like the grand jury, and then you have Judge for the Yankees and Trump from New York. And today also has 56 state numerology. And Nancy Pelosi is from, she's associated with San Francisco, and her birthday's 26/3.
Yeah.
And it's synced up with her. Just a complete joke. Yeah, I just wanted to call and bring up the parallel with New York playing San Francisco, like Trump City versus the liberal Mecca.
Yeah. And New York did prevail.
But, 5-0 on 76 state numerology. Number 25 homered for the Yankees. The Giants love 25.
Oh, yeah.
Just news by the numbers. Just a low to 76 today.
Oh, by the way, today's a helicopter crash out of Fort Campbell, which equals 201.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, go figure indeed.
Go figure. But, all right, Zach.
All right, man. Take care.
Thanks for taking my call, man. Peace.
Yeah, 201's the ultimate number of the Jesuits. They buried Trump's wife on the 201st day of the year. Let me find the commercial here of Trump talking to Digital Sheep 11 and 9, because it closes out with "looking good, number 9, looking good." And again, 45 is the 9th triangular number. It means if you add 1 through 9 together, it equals 45. What's up, Itachi?
Hey, man. Just enjoying the MLB being back, man. I say they go way more by the code than these other leagues sometimes.
Yeah, the Yankees have a great little stretch here. Looks like they're going to get out their season off to a great start. So.
Yeah. No, I'm riding with you on that going forward. But the Orioles riddle, nice and easy. The Chicago 35 on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have scripted it any better. And the Rangers, man, they scored 9 runs in 1 inning. They were down 5-0.
I think they looked pretty good today. Yeah, I like the Rangers a lot today. So they won their game too?
Well, it's the top of the 9th, and they're up 11-7. And Philadelphia has 1 out, but they were down 5-0.
Yeah, baseball, 5-run, back in the day, you had a 5-run lead, you're probably going to win the game. The new MLB, 5-run lead ain't nothing. So.
Yeah, I guess it's like the NBA. When I was a kid watching it, it's like if you were up 20 points, the game's over. But you'll see a lot of these teams be down 20 points and cover the spread.
Exactly. Just like when we were kids, 16 seeds didn't beat 1 seeds. So.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just, follow some of these betting kind of outlets or apps like FanDuel and Action Sports or whatever on Instagram. And a lot of the people, they're commenting, it's rigged. They see it's rigged because it's like you'll see the over-under about to hit, and it's like in the next, 10 minutes, the teams only score like 8 points and stuff like that. So, people are aware of it, but, it's sad. It's like I'm sure they'll still go out and buy tickets. And, actually, I will be going to the Final Four because I got some free tickets. But, I don't know how people can see the games are rigged and still, like, be a fan of the teams. It's like...
I don't either, man. I don't either. So...
I just had a nice observation with the Mariners-Guardians game. I see that the Guardians coach, his next win is 846. It's to open the 119th season. He's playing Mariners 119. And the Guardians have 9,011 losses against their conference, I guess. So, what do you think? You think that's looking too deep, or?
Well, it's possible. I mean, it's not how I do it, but it doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, gotcha. I just saw for the end of the playoffs, a lot of these teams ended with those, certain 9/11 numbers. The Mets, the Yankees ended on like 10,846 wins, so they should have 10,847 now. But just glad the MLB is back, and regard to the Trump stuff, it's kind of sad how people, still can't see through Donald Trump, and still are falling for. I don't even know what it is at this point. It's just like you got to be brain dead. But yeah, that's all I got for you, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, no problem, Itachi. Later, man.
All right.
Yeah, somebody also made a video last week and like, oh, Zach's Trump prediction failed. Well, I never made a Trump prediction last week. I just regurgitated exactly what Trump wrote on his social media platform. And I was just decoding what he said was going to happen. My critics are just the dumbest people. 419 I was going to pick up, but it hung up before I could. I don't know if you hung up yourself, but it only rang here for 1 second before it went down. So call us back. But yeah, if you guys are new here, 201, that's probably the number I talk about more than any other number. And I've been in the process of finishing a book on 201 for a while now. And it connects, again, Joe Biden got rid of his whole family in 201 rituals. Trump's been doing the same. So have a lot of people that are in the club. First Jesuit Pope, the first to live in Suite 201. Sad people think this stuff's a coincidence day after day. What's up, 419?
Hey, I just wanted to bring up something I noticed with this Trump thing is, the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit that's going on?
That's another big 201 thing.
Yeah, but, because Ripple equals 76, and the whole thing right now is that the judge in New York was supposed to give a ruling by the end of the month on that case. And, summary judgment equals 201, like you said. And I'm just wondering if this might be connected, some sort of distraction, because maybe Ripple's about ready to win the lawsuit or something. Because
well, you got to think that they are, because where's all this big money coming in that's flowing in? It's obviously somebody that knows what the result of the case is going to be. I mean, so that's that insider trading thing.
And that Ripple equaling 76, too, is interesting. And also, you were about ready to talk about that 134 there.
Oh, yeah. I'll come back to the 134. In my first book, I have a page with all the 134s with Trump, and I'll try to recall as many as I can real quick. So.
Yeah, and that's Ripple XRP equals 134, too. And the day that Trump was supposed to be arrested originally was the day that XRP had that 25% day.
Okay. So, I covered why that day was so big for them. But
and And if you remember, it was the guy, what was the SEC guy? Jay Clayton, who was on his last day at the SEC, was filed a lawsuit against, and he was selected by Trump. And he literally made the lawsuit against Ripple, and then the next day he left. So I'm just wondering how this is tied to Trump, because Trump was the one that elected him as the SEC chair.
Yeah.
Now you have this Gary Gensler, and I'm not sure what's going on with Gary Gensler, but I just know that he was born on October 18th. So I'm trying to find a connection to him, but yeah. Anyway, that's what I just wanted to bring up about that. I'm just wondering if they're getting ready to. And remember, the Yankees played San Francisco today, and Ripple's based out of San Francisco.
Yeah.
So, and they usually don't start the MLB season with two different divisions playing each other like that. So
They changed up everything this year. They added time. They have everybody playing every single team in the regular season. There's never been an opening day where all 30 teams played, and they did it on the 30th. But yeah, we love the Yankees to beat San Francisco today. So
yeah.
Anyhow.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make that point.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right. Thanks.
All right, all right, I will show you the 134 thing, but just about 2 helicopters colliding and killing 9 people in Kentucky. Just notice, Kentucky, 29, right? In the most pure cipher. It's kind of like how 3 children were dead at age 9 in Nashville. 3-9, right? Kentucky, 29. Out of these 4 ciphers, they're all important, but the most important one, again and again, is that dark blue cipher. You'll find the majority of stories can be found in that cipher. And if you weren't here in the beginning in 2013, like 90% of my work was just that cipher. So 134 with Trump. Okay, again, House of Cards is 134. Make America Great Again is 134. Lock Her Up, 134. Melania, 134. Jared Kushner, 134. There's other things in this list that I'm forgetting. But the Jesuits, 134. Trump's a Jesuit. A lot of big Jesuit rituals since King Charles III took office with 133. The Moscow murders, the death of the drag queen 134 days after his birthday, 201 days after the queen died, 201 days after her COVID diagnosis. Don't forget when Trump came out to We Are the Champions by Queen in 2016, 88 days after Elizabeth's birthday, where Trump and Elizabeth are 88. 405?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, so I've been watching you for like a long time, and so I was thinking, do you think that we know how the elites are communicating with each other through these numbers, right?
Right.
Do you think that they expect people to find out that they're communicating? Like how you, for example, that they're communicating, like what they're saying. Do you think that that's kind of intentional?
Do I think what's intentional?
That the elites, how do I explain it? That people other than the elites would be able to read their messages to each other. Does that make sense?
Can the elites read the messages that they're communicating?
Yeah, so they communicate using this language. Do you think they intended for other people to understand that language?
No.
Really? Okay.
If they didn't care that other people are reading it, they wouldn't keep deleting the channel and destroying it with the algorithm. So.
True.
Yeah.
Also, whenever you were talking about Donald Trump, it made me think of presidents, and then I thought of Kanye. Do you think Kanye is essentially free, or they still are controlling him?
Well, he's. I was gonna say watch my videos up on Kanye, but that's right. They kept deleting them all, and I kept getting suspended for a week and 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think you're shadow banned too. I don't ever get notifications that you post or you're live.
Yeah. Again, Kanye said he's going to run for the next election. And just to remind people, he'll be 47 years old for the next election, the big president number. So we'll see how serious that gets with Kanye in 2024.
Even if he gets like majority voted, I don't think they would take him though, because don't they like plan out who the next president's going to be? And the votes really don't matter.
Well, you just never know. Maybe the ticket will be Michelle Obama, Kanye West. Kanye's from Chicago.
Michelle Obama would be crazy. Okay, so I've thought about this a lot. So, whenever, let's say, like a rapper signs a contract, is it when they sign that contract they're then like put into the Matrix?
I don't. You're asking me a bunch of questions that I could never answer. I don't know. I'm not one of them. But I appreciate the call, man. Take care. All right. What's up, 732?
Oh, just really quick. The way they phrased that Kentucky article is that one helicopter had 5 on board and another had 4 on board. You know, like 45.
Right. Indeed.
And then helicopters collide in Kentucky equals 134.
Oh, another 134. Okay. Yeah.
That was just those 2 things right there.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Welcome, man.
All right, thank you. Okay. I feel like there was something else I was supposed to look up, and I forgot. Oh, yeah, he's going to play the Trump Serta mattresses commercial from years before he became president. Trump, Serta, looking good, number 9. Here we go. Room 9. First, we got another call, though. 980?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, not much, brother. I'm watching this Trump thing. Did you hear about that Ron DeSantis is refusing to extradite him?
No, but it all makes sense because it's all Skull and Bones, and he went to Yale. He's probably in Skull and Bones himself, so.
Well, listen here. I just thought about something. It was so crazy. You put that Kentucky up, right? Put your Kentucky back up and look and see the 106 and 43. Extradite is 106, 43.
Okay. And Yale, of course, is 43.
Yeah.
President's 110.
Yeah, just a big joke.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I mean, just a big joke. And it was something else that was 48 and 62. Oh, indictment. That's 48, 60.
Okay, and Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump are both 48. So. Ronald, and I mean, think about it. Everywhere Trump goes, he's giving everybody McDonald's, and now we got Ronald and Donald. I mean, the whole thing is a joke, so.
Yeah, it is. I'm just going to say, man, this is a big joke. I guess they set this up. I guess he's going to be the first president to ever win after being indicted. And I mean, it's almost like a real. Actually, the people to be honest, I feel sorry for the Trump supporters. And you know, I used to be a real Trump supporter. You actually might want to leave Donald Trump alone. Period. Now. And when I say period, because in actuality, for some reason, the Trump voter is willing to forgive him about that vaccine. Without him, there's no vaccine.
Right.
Without him, there's no vaccine. He's the same as them, and it's like Baskin Robbins. He's just another flavor. It's all the same system. It's just like the NBA, the NFL. They don't really care which teams you go for. It's their league. Same thing with our politics. It's the system. They don't care if you vote Republican or Democrat. It's not going to really change.
Exactly. The only thing that will change this system is a revolution. There won't be anything else short of a revolution that changes this system.
Yeah, I keep telling people, I said, man, to be honest, what you really need to do is be ready for them to try to take the guns, because it's not going to be over until they come after the guns. And it's hard for me to imagine people turning over their guns. I'm not. So I can't imagine the other people doing it. I'm not going to disarm myself.
Yeah. Here, I won't be able to notice the gematria on the screen. Notice how Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis are the exact same with the alphabetic order and the alphabetic order with the numerology. With that most Pierce cipher, indictment, Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis are all 48. It's possible that Trump becomes number 48. If Biden does not finish his term and Kamala becomes number 47, Trump could very well become number 48. Notice how indictment and Donald Trump are both 60 in reverse. The upcoming election's the 60th. His wife died last year in a huge 60 ritual. And then indictment, Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis are all 159 in the same cipher, like Scottish Rite, which has its headquarters, and D.C. Words like Freemason are 48. So.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%, brother. I know some other people trying to get on here, but I've been listening for a while, and I noticed that they came with this extradition that Ron DeSantis refuses to extradite Trump. I said, oh boy, here it goes now. Now, mind you, they're supposed to be beefing right now.
Right.
So, just a big old game. Here it is, they pinning Ron DeSantis versus Trump, but at the same time, now he's on Trump's side because he's not going. Just a big circus. This is just a big circus, man. This is seriously a circus. Okay, brother, I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna still listen. I'm gonna get off the phone, but I'm still listening to you, man. I want to hear some other opinions too.
Okay, appreciate the call. Thank you.
All right, anytime, brother.
All right, take care. All right, I changed the mic setting. My voice will be louder than the caller's, unfortunately, but try to make it loud enough so everyone can hear. But yeah, look how perfect it is. Again, this is all part of the upcoming 60th presidential election. If you guys weren't here this past summer, we were in the time of the first ever Jesuit Ignatian year. Donald Trump's ex-wife died exactly 60 weeks into it. And as you can see, Donald Trump 60, indictment 60, 60th election upcoming, 559.
Hey, Zach, I have a couple more 201s for you and another 4733 connection.
Okay.
The first officially recognized ecclesiastical jurisdiction of the United States after the Declaration of Independence was declared. The first ecclesiastical jurisdiction was called the Apostolic Prefecture of the United States, which equals 201, which started with Archbishop John Carroll, the first bishop in the United States, who was, he founded Georgetown University.
Good one.
But Apostolic Prefecture of the United States. And then I think you've called D.C. Land of 47 before, right?
Uh-huh.
If you write out Land of 47, like with the 47 spelled out, Land of 47, it equals 201.
Okay. Well, that's my nickname for it. It's funny that it works out that way, but...
Yeah, but I'm sure it's their nickname too, because but then the connection to 47 and 33. How Freemasonry is Judaism for the Gentiles, because it's all based off of Solomon's temple. Solomon was the son of David, and in 1 Kings 2:11, it says David ruled Jerusalem for 33 years. So 1 Kings 2:11, the 47th prime, it mentions David ruled for 33 years.
Very good. Yeah, great research.
Yeah, that's all I had.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Take care. Okay. Well, that's a good 201. Yeah, that goes. Remember, there's just so many 201s at the beginning of the country. James Madison, 201, Father of the Constitution. Chief Justice John Jay, 201, the first Supreme Court Chief Justice. The Bill of Rights and the big 201 ritual. 301.
Hey, how you doing, Zach?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, real quick, I'm not going to hold you too long. I just wanted to add on to the 76 that you already did, which, by the way, great post. So I was looking up Trump's birthday, and as you know, it's 289 days since his birthday in June 14th. Well, it actually happens to be 76 days before his birthday. And the reason why that's important, because if you look at Stormy Daniels' birthday, which is on March 17th, she was actually born on the 76th day, and it leaves 289 days left in the year. And also, she's a porn star. When you write that out, porn star, it sums to 40, and today is 40-day numerology. And that's all I got for you, buddy.
Okay, just so you know, her full name, her actual name, Stephanie Gregory Clifford's 383, the 76th prime as well. So.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, good catch on her birthday being March 17th.
Yeah, it's a ton of them, man. It's a ton of them. But I appreciate you. Oh, and one last thing. To tie on to the 76 thing, I was watching some of the Texas Rangers game, and they were getting their asses kicked. It was like 5-0, right? And like before that, they had like showed a clip of apparently George Bush earlier that day.
Skull and Bones.
I guess handed off the ball to the guy that was going to do the first pitch, and he was born in 7-6, and they end up coming back and winning 11-7, which I kind of laugh because today's the first day of the 119th season.
I don't know if you looked at my baseball notes. I put them out for free. I love the Rangers today. They had a great riddle.
There you go. But yeah, that's all I got for you today, buddy.
All right, good one, man. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats to the winners, you guys. You'd think there'd be 1 million people signing up for the Patreon. We do it day after day. Got my troll hater that loves to highlight every time we get something wrong, but the guy's a total piece of shit. It's like, yeah, we got 2 things wrong today. How about the 6 we got right, including the 11-point underdog that paid 4-1? Scumbag loser. All right, but yeah, that is true. Stormy Daniels, also born on the 76th day of the year. And we just saw that Trump was reinstated on YouTube on that day. Let me add that. Great observation. What a ritual. Stormy Daniels. Trump said the calm before the storm. Let's see. Here, by the way, here's the Trump ad from before he was president. This is predictive programming. Look at the digital sheep, 11-9, and listen to the way the sheep closes it out.
So what do you think of my Trump Home mattress collection by Serta? Finally, the same luxury and comfort I demand in my hotels.
Oh, they'll never count sheep again.
Listen, why don't you come work for me?
What do you have in mind?
Something you were born to do.
Welcome to room 9.
Looking good, number 9. Looking good.
Where's your dignity?
Again, I mean, what kind of ad is that? But looking good, number 9, looking good. So, 45, the 9th triangular number. This is from years before he was called 45th president-elect on 11-9. Don't forget he was a big part of 9/11 as well. He's one of the people that was on TV that day. Worried about his insurance building on floor 102. Of course, they simulated 9/11, the feds did, with Operation Amalgam Virgo 102 days before 9/11. That's the old Art of War number. Art of War, translated by the Jesuit priest Father Amiat. Okay. But yeah, good addition on Stormy Daniels, born on the 76th day of the year. And again, go back and watch my video the day that the Georgia Guidestones came down, 201 days after the Pope's birthday. On Bush's 76th birthday, I said right then, what are they going to do with Trump and Clinton this year? They're both 76. They're all born in 46. Oh, 419. I don't know why you're having so much trouble with the calls. I just answered your call, and I was going to go to your call as soon as the video was done playing. You hung up, and now maybe you're a troll. I don't know. Keeps calling in and hanging up after one ring. But yeah, it's sad more people aren't behind this, man. Shout out to Daria. Thank you again, Daria. She says for gas money. You always do that, Daria. I think you already sent me gas money in the past. You don't have to send me any more gas money. Daria is always so generous, and she comes out herself. So, last call, you guys. Do we have any more callers? If not, we'll wrap it up. Always more work to do. Those of you guys who want to join the Patreon, on the $5 tier, you get all the sports content. You get all the investments information. You help support this movement. You can make a lot more than $5 per month with the knowledge. You know, we're already figuring out how the market's rigged, making accurate forecasts. Sports, we've been doing it for a decade, you know. Again, yesterday, I told you guys where to get the baseball notes for free today. Could have been patting those pockets. What's up, 607?
Yo, I officially started my YouTube career.
Okay.
Because I made a short video. I've made a few short videos since
probably a week or two ago, and I made a couple today. And I think I have 4 total videos. And my account channel is called End201. And I'm trying to get a big following because, I don't have a wife or kids.
There's actually another YouTube channel called N201. Yours is the one that just has an E on it, right?
It's capital E, and yeah, capital E 201. There's another one called N201.
There is.
That's not
It's in Spanish. Everything on it's in Spanish.
Oh, I think I might have seen that. Damn.
Huh. That's okay.
That sucks. But I don't have I just have an E. If ever, I'll be the American at 201. If the other one's all in Spanish. I think I remember seeing that one now.
Yeah.
But it's just capital E.
I got it. No, I got it on the screen. I know which one's yours.
All right, and I'm gonna get a picture. But what I was saying is I don't have a wife or kids, and you were mentioning a Winnebago today, and I was like, damn, I would absolutely love to do that. And I have such a good grasp on the knowledge because, I've just listened to everything you said for the past since all of 2019 because I found you in the beginning of 2019. But I would love to go around the country and educate about this knowledge, and it's gonna take people supporting the work. Just like the more people that can get big like Zach, I would love to get big only to because Zach needs people. Zach has a tree. You know how in the NFL they have a coaching tree? Zach has a GematriaEffectNews tree. And if somebody else that learned under Zach becomes super big or as big as Zach and stuff, then that's good. It's good. And yeah, I totally want to be out there educating about the knowledge. So I'm gonna start making more videos. And yeah, N201, and we're gonna get this movement, and it's gonna go to the moon.
All right, I like the enthusiasm.
All right, Zach. And last night you called me the biggest. I want to clear something up. I was called the biggest Cam Newton fan Cam Newton's #1 fan. And while I'll agree with that statement, I don't want it to sound like I'm a player fan. Because the reason why I'm such a big fan of Cam is because I've been a Panthers fan since I was in 7th grade. And when I first started watching football. And Cam, I'm a Panthers fan first. And the reason just why I like Cam is because he pretty much made the Panthers mainstream.
Sure.
And put them on the national map. And I always thought that's amazing. Because the Panthers went kind of from just irrelevant, and then you get Cam Newton. And Cam, he just totally, in his rookie year, he did the Jay-Z, what Larry Johnson did, but he said he didn't know really what it meant. Cam was doing that, and I'm like, wow. But back then I was I knew
Okay, but nobody cares that much right now, man. Anyway, I appreciate it. I'm promoting the channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
All right, yeah.
All right, later. Yeah, I like that guy, but he also has a tendency to just go on and on and on about okay, it's not that interesting. Got to be interesting. Trump indicted 156, and it's Hillary's 156th day of her age. Hillary Clinton, born October 26th, today the 156th day of her age. By the way, 911 is the 156 prime. They like that number. 911, the 156 prime. Look at Hillary's shit-eating grin. Woo! I hate these people, man. All right, here. The troll wants to call in. What is it, troll?
to your Patreon. I fucking love it. I love it. Good job.
Oh, why call from no caller ID?
I'm calling from my mom's house.
Okay, well, congrats. Thanks for signing up. I appreciate it.
I just want to say congrats to the winners. Your sports pick sucks, faggot.
Yeah, I knew it was a troll. Actually, another winning day, like most days, and what a loser. So, how sad these trolls are. Calling me that? You're the guy harassing someone online who's literally doing the greatest work there ever was for humanity. And it's sad more people don't recognize that. Imagine if everybody had heard the call from 10 years ago. We would have stopped all of this before the COVID. I mean, just think about all the lives ruined from their COVID bullshit. Little kids who've had their brains scrambled. Just think about, like I always say, guys, think about what's being done to the little kids with all these fear-based agendas and how it's literally ruining their quality of life. And you got losers like that calling in. That's why I keep the Special Forces grade assault rifle in the closet, well stocked. Can't wait for target practice day when they turn out the power. What's up, 321?
Yeah, this is my first time calling in. I've been watching you for the past about 5 months. I found out about Gematria when Takeoff first got killed. Yeah, so that's when I started seeing through the bullshit. But I just wanted to ask you, you said you were a teacher. How did your colleagues receive, like, basically your point of view about what's going on in the world? And how do I tell my friends about it without them, thinking I'm weird or something?
Okay, well, first of all, when I was a teacher, I did not know Gematria, okay? So I had not learned Gematria in my teaching days. I quit teaching in 2012, and I found Gematria months later in 2013. But just to make an make a point, I had teachers get offended because anytime MLK Day came around, I would teach students about an MLK speech that nobody knows about, and it's called Beyond Vietnam, A Time to Break Silence. And he gave the speech April 4th, 1967, a year to the day of his assassination. And the headlines in the paper the day after he gave the speech was that he'd lost his mind. People don't know this, but MLK wasn't in the news for the last year of his life until the day of his assassination. But Lyndon Johnson came out and spoke out and said, MLK's lost his mind. He'll never be invited to the White House again. But for people who don't know MLK's speech, April 4th, 67, a year to the day of his death, they should look it up because it's the best speech he ever gave. And, I just had other teachers that didn't like that I shared that speech. And that's because, most of the people who are in the classrooms teaching the kids are indoctrinated fools, helping indoctrinate the children. And, they just stick to what the lesson plan says. And, hey, let's just stick to I have a dream. I have a dream's a speech we can all get around. Well, the speech they really need to hear is Beyond Vietnam, A Time to Break Silence, because he said this nation's messed up. Its military's used to kill innocent people and for the sake of, powerful people. And as long as we keep doing that, we're going to keep bringing back soldiers with warped minds who come back and beat their families and become homeless alcoholics. And, it's the truest speech there ever was. And it's the one that truly every kid should hear, because then maybe they think twice about going and being a mercenary for the New World Order. So anyway, that's the way I always was. I always tried to make kids think about the way this country really was. And yeah, most other teachers didn't like that. Not all had a problem with it, but most other teachers did not like that. So
yeah. Have you also looked into the death of Bill Cosby's granddaughter and how they said that they had an affair? And
is she the one that died at 44? Here.
No, she died at 33.
There's been a number of deaths connected to Bill Cosby I've covered, but I can't remember that one. What year was that?
Morgan Freeman. I'm sorry. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's granddaughter.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, granddaughter.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember covering that story. 2019. Boyfriend sentenced to prison, stabbing death of Morgan Freeman's daughter at 33. Edina Hines.
Yep.
Let me go back and see if I ever covered it. If you want to look back at older things, if I ever covered them, you got to go to my old website and hope that Google hasn't deleted the post, because they have been deleting posts from there. But it's freetofindtruth.blogspot.com. I'll look up if I covered it. If not, I'll look at it in real time. So,
Okay, yeah, that's all I wanted to ask. Yeah, keep up the good work. I've been watching you for about 5 months. Is when I woke to the bullshit that's really going on. So yeah, just keep spreading the truth and keep doing your thing.
Just so you know, I do have a post. This happened in 2015, so I have a post from August 16, 2015 on it. I'll look at what I had back then, and then I know a lot more now. So here, I'll take a second look at it. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Have a good one.
See. So August 16th, I'm wondering what day she was killed. She wasn't killed on August 15th, was she? Because that's the Jesuit Order's birthday. I don't think I knew that back in 2015. Murdered in New York. Back then I didn't know reverse gematria. New York's 33, like order, like secrecy, like masonry. Her name had that 67 gematria. Here, yeah, I didn't have... My post is not too detailed. But the 33 thing definitely jumped out to me. So these are in the early days of the research. Let's see. Let's go back and look. She died on August 16th, the day after the Jesuits' birthday. It was a date with 39 numerology. New York's 39 and 33. 39 for its 33 in reverse. It was a date with 59 numerology as well. Slave, Negro, Blues, Rasta, all 59. Motown in 59. Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year. She was born on 3-4 in Memphis. Memphis equals 34 like murder. Let's see. 3-4-2015 to August 16th, 2015. She died 166 days after her birthday. Secret Society 166. You could also say, wait. Okay, she died on her 166th day of her age. You could also say that she died 165 days after her birthday. Scottish Rite's 165, Secret Society's 166. And if I'm not mistaken, notice that she died 201 days from her upcoming birthday, 201. And dead one day after the Jesuit Order's birthday, when that's the big Jesuit Order number, 201. Trump's brother died the other year on August 15th. Afghanistan's government collapsed on August 15th. The gold standard ended on that day. Again, August 15th, day of shenanigans. But 201 days from her birthday. And let's go see how it was with Morgan Freeman back then. How old was he then? Morgan Freeman was 78 years old. Jesuit 78. The Jesuit Order 201. His birthday's June 1st. Isn't it sick? Dead 76 days after his birthday and dead on 59 date numerology. If you're new here, forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Slave, 5976. Negro, 5976. Blues, 5976. Rasta, you know, and on and on and on. Here, the first black president. It was Morgan Freeman, right? No, it was Obama. Barack Obama, 76. Obama's book, A Promised Land, 5976. But yeah, Jesuit ritual while he's 78 years old, the day after the Jesuit Order's birthday. I'll go back and do an updated post. That's the difference between 2015 and 2023. 8 more years of research. He's going to turn 86 next year. Somebody watch out for Morgan when he turns 86. That's where MLK got 86. I wonder if there's something about that, actually. Maybe Morgan Freeman gets to live to 95. MLK killed on the 95th day of the year in Memphis. And in tribute to Martin Luther, who wrote the 95 Theses, which is what brought about the Jesuits. I wouldn't be surprised if Morgan Freeman gets to live to 95. I got to look at that, though. MLK killed in 68. Morgan Freeman was 30 years old when MLK was killed. I got to look at that. June 1st, 1967 to April 4th, 1968. God, 308 days after his birthday. Memphis death, murder, killing, RIP, all 38. For 44 weeks. Oh, man. 44 weeks after Morgan Freeman's birthday, MLK killed on 4/4. Of course, kill and shooting's 44. And Morgan Freeman, he was the predictive programming for the first black president who was number 44. There's a thin line between Hollywood and the Oval Office. What's up, 570? 570. 570. If that was a form of trolling, he's not going to get to keep his job for very long. I always wonder, like, what percentage of my active viewers are trolls? Because, like, hardly anybody ever hits the like that's in the live stream. It's like these other guys who don't have trolls. It's like everybody's hitting the like. My videos, it's like there's always a bunch of people here, but there's not a lot of people who hit the like button. Sarah Sutherland, what are you doing? Sarah Sutherland, thank you again. You guys, Sarah Sutherland's always sending me money in the background on CashApp. You guys remember last year when I was driving to Oklahoma City, I felt like I needed to turn off the live stream because Sarah Sutherland was just sending me super chat after super chat. Sarah, you are so generous. Thank you again, but my oh my, that is too much. She donated $15 yesterday. What's up, 570? What? Hello?
Hello?
You're on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you going to say something? Okay, God. Same person. Okay, definitely a troll. Sarah says, on behalf of my troll friends, I love my wacko YouTuber Safe Travels at Gas Money. I appreciate that, Sarah. That will pay for the gas there and back. 732?
Yeah, I just want to mention 47 days before the election, the day leaving 56 days left in the year, it's September 19th, the 263rd day of the year. And, you know, you mentioned Ivana Trump and the stairs 60 ritual before. Well, stairs, it also equals 76. You know, like this news today has got this big 76 thing.
Right.
And, yeah, I was just scanning through because, you know, if you were to bet for Kamala Harris to be the Democratic representative for president or whatever, it's like plus 900 right now. But a lot of other stuff, Donald Trump is still like minus 125 to be the you know, Republican nominee. So I just don't understand why these odds aren't changing to get it worse for Trump. You know,
exactly.
Like, this is like the stuff that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then one more thing. So if you spell out the words 47 and 48, let us know what you think about those numbers that you see there. That's it.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Well,
okay, with regards to this whole thing being about 76, the Trump story today, again, they just filmed the new scene for the new Joker at the courthouse. And look at the Gematria Joker. It just dawned on me that Joker's also 76 and the most pure cipher is 23 like Donald. Back when the Joker movie came out, we talked about all the parallels with that movie and Donald Trump. You know, the big one from a few years ago. So many, and remember everybody's in the mask at the end, and that was right before the COVID pandemic, where Donald Trump's the father of the jab. But yeah, again, this whole thing is 76 with Donald Trump. All the news stories today are 76 because every day it's news by the numbers. Today's date numerology is 76, 3 plus 30 plus 20 plus 23. Trump's 76. It's 76 days from his upcoming birthday. Skull and Bones and Donald John Trump are 76. Again, George W. Bush born on 7/6. Georgia Guidestones came down on his 76th birthday that were put up on 3/22. Last week, Trump said he was going to get arrested on 3/22. Again, Stormy Daniels, this is who's over. Her birthday's the 76th day of the year, March 17th. And then her full name, Stephanie Gregory Clifford's 383, the 76th prime. They got a society of jerk-offs worshiping the orange overgrown Oompa Loompa. Oh my God, this 570 idiot keeps calling in. Okay, yeah, what a joke. Let's read more about the Joker scene. Joker. Okay, this was also published on the day there was speculation they might indict Trump. This was last week, and then nothing happened that day either, and then they saved it for the 76 date numerology. Go figure. Again, you guys go watch the day the Georgia Guidestones fell down. I said, let's see what they do with Trump and Clinton this year, who are also 76. Well, now we know. And again, doesn't it make so much sense? Again, Joker, Batman. Trump says, I am Batman. 33rd episode of Batman says that Batman's grandfather created Skull and Bones. Gotham City! That's right. Hold on. What am I forgetting with Gotham City? I'm forgetting something. Gotham City. Oh yeah, Gotham City 149 like Skull and Bones. 149. I feel like there's something else I'm forgetting with that. Gotham City is getting an extra dose of drama surrounding the Donald Trump hush money. Oh God, even the news brings it together. See, it's just, you guys, we were pointing this stuff out and getting treated like we were conspiracy theorists years ago. Now it's just the straight up news. Now it's just the news. Gotham City is getting an extra dose of drama surrounding the Donald Trump hush money case. A wild scene from the Joker movie sequel is set to be filmed this weekend outside Manhattan criminal court, where a media circus is gathered awaiting a decision in the former president's indictment. The film shoot for Joker Folly, some French phrasing that I don't even know how to say, will feature Fox explosions, 700 protesters, and a possible appearance by Lady Gaga. Remember when she was... Okay, here. Remember how Lady Gaga was outside Trump Tower protesting after he won the 58th election? Remember, Donald Trump announced he was running for the 58th election from the 58-story Trump Tower, and then after he won, Lady Gaga was outside the building 58 protesting. And then remember Lady Gaga's big 31 ritual in Houston, where she sung the Super Bowl, and then Brady came back by 25 points on 2-5 for Trump, who said he was going to be cheering for him, who'd just become the president. What's up, 559?
I don't know if you already said it, but the thing you were forgetting with Gotham City, they changed, like, the map on a game.
Oh, you're talking about after that movie with Sandy Hook is what you're going to tell me about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for people who don't know that. Remember the Batman theater shooting in Aurora? That was 2012 on the 201st day of the year. And then actually it was a leap year that year, so it was the 202nd day of the year. Skull and Bones is 201 and 202. It's 201 in Francis Bacon Gematria. The movie The Skulls came out 201 days after Paul Walker's birthday, who died 5 years from the day of George Herbert Walker Bush on 10/31. Added up 10 plus 31, 41, like how he was number 41. But anyway, that movie... That Batman shooting that year was before Sandy Hook, and in that, they put out a toy map for the movie, and it's in the film, too. If you actually slow down the film, there's a scene where they show the map. Every year, the Gotham City map for the neighborhood had said the neighborhood was called South Hinckley. Every year for all of the Batman years, and Batman had been around for a long time, it had always been South Hinckley, but for that movie and for that toy release of the map, they changed the neighborhood to Sandy Hook. And you might recall there were a lot of little school shootings that didn't get as much attention after Sandy Hook, but like there was one that like a teacher was shot to death in New Mexico, and the story was that he dressed up as Batman for class every day. Just a whole bunch of crap like that. There was a boy, Jacob something, a student that was killed in another school shooting who wanted to be buried as Batman. There's been this huge Batman theme with the shootings ever since the Aurora, Colorado theater, and Donald Trump's part of that. And yeah, good reminder.
And I wanted to mention earlier, in Revelation 9:11, it mentions Apollyon the Destroyer, or in Hebrew, Abaddon, like a bad dawn. Revelation 9:11, a bad dawn.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, good one.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hey, let's see the Gematria, the new Joker movie. Well, 244 goes with the day the Illuminati was founded, May 1st, the day leaving 244 days left in the year. 71's like the Society of Jesus. 161's a big Los Angeles number, but as we know, that movie's in New York. I don't know. Maybe it'll become more clear. But the part after Joker is 48, like Donald Trump, like indictment. What do you think? You think it's a coincidence? Do you think that's a coincidence? That the part after Joker's like Donald Trump and indictment, and the story's bringing it all together, and they're filming it at the same courthouse where Trump could get taken to? Like, well, here. Are you trolling, or are you trying to say something?
Not troll.
Then what are you trying to say?
Who is this, Zach?
Oh my God.
Do I have the wrong number?
It's obviously Zach. What are you calling into the show for?
Okay. So how many 33s were in the last shooting?
Did you watch my videos on it?
I'm trying to say something. I'm one who remembers.
Okay, they're a troll. God. But yeah, he is right. There were a lot of 33s in the last shooting, but that guy's just trying to eat up airtime. It's infuriating that these people get away with this crap. The shoot day, the 84th and 85th day of the year. The 84th day of the year. The latest Batman movie. If you guys are new here, 84 is a huge Jesuit number. Jesuits 84. The Jesuit Order's 84. The Catholic Church is 84. United States of America's 84. And by the way, remember this about the United States of America. It's also 132 from the Illuminati's establishment, May 1st, 1776, to the naming of the country on September 9th, 1776. It's a span of 132 days. The United States of America is 99, like how it was named that on 9/9. It's also 144, like Jesuit Order. But the latest Batman movie that they came out with, the thing that the villain's planning, where the bombs go off and the stuff floods, they do that on Remember the 5th of November. Guy Fawkes Day, big Jesuit day. So it's funny that they filmed that scene on the 84th day of the year, and also the 85th. You know what? 85 has a Jesuit connection too, because their motto, Isus Hominum Salvator, is 85. And it's also 266, like how the first Jesuit Pope's 266. And it's also 122, like how the first Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis, equals 122. And it's also 274, like how the Catholic Church has celebrated the Son's birthday on 274, or since the year 274 AD. And if you guys don't know this, 46 years later, Catholics 46, but 46 years later, in the year 320 AD, that's when they began celebrating Jesus' birthday on the same day, on the birthday of the Son of God, on the same day as the birthday of the sun in the sky. And the Catholic Church gave us the English language and the calendar and synced it all up. And 1225 has a square root of 35, and Catholics also 35. 35, 46 years later, 145 more chapters in the Catholic Old Testament than Protestant. 46 books in the Catholic Old Testament. Yeah, good job, you guys. Good call, good show, good stream. Wow, what happened to all the... You guys are getting super generous on this stream. I gotta say thank you to some people. I don't know where all that money came from, but you guys definitely paid for my gas. I do appreciate it. You guys paid for my gas for getting out to Seattle and back. And I'll be doing another quick stream. I'm just waiting for the right weather for Idaho. Moscow, Idaho, here we come. I'm just waiting until they got a set of nice days. I think it's probably better to do it during a weekday on campus when the students are out and about. But yeah, we're going to go bring... And, you know, the good thing about going to the... I want to do it quick because that Death of the Drag Queen just fits in with the whole pattern of what they just did in Moscow. Yeah, right, the Matrix. Whoa. Yeah, right, the Matrix. Chipped in $50 for the lib trolls. Keep trolling. Thanks, yeah, right. You really didn't have to do that either. Cuts one with another big 20. Thank you, Cuts one. You didn't have to do that either, man. Politics, a mental illness movement. Yeah, indeed. Woo! Here, before I leave, I got to ask you guys. I'm going to do it in a second. I'm going to ask you guys what you want to hear the most on the mic in Seattle. What do you want me to give the Seattle people? Yeah, right. Also chipped in $2. Also for the trolls. Itachi chipped in a big 20. I think he must have had a good day with baseball. Must have nailed some more home run codes. You guys, Itachi is he's taken the gematria knowledge and really figured out how to master nice little prompt bets like who's going to hit a home run. And you know, I can't wait for Yom Kippur and Aaron Judge this year. Anyway, Itachi chipped in 20, said, thanks for the knowledge, Zach. Join the Patreon, best value ever. I don't know if Itachi's talking about my Patreon or his, but Itachi has a Patreon too, and he does a great job, so support him as well. Sarah Sutherland, again, always super generous, chipped in 50. It's the most money that's coming on a live stream in a long time. Yeah, right, the Matrix chipped in another 2. Yeah, right, the Matrix chipped in another 5. He said, every time a troll calls, I'll donate. You don't listen, if I pick up another, I'm not going to pick up another troll call because you donated way too much. Thank you, though. Daria Gematria Nerd. She chipped in the 20 for gas money. Thank you very much. Nathan pointed out how the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th presidents died on the 4th of July. The Society of Jesus 235 goes with the 23.5 degrees on the Masonic compass. Also reminds that the tropics of the Earth are at 23.5 degrees north and 23.5 degrees south. And they measure the births and deaths of the sun, the solstices. Think about that. Playboy X also chipped in 10. And I still have to figure out what a Maximilian Robespierre is. So that's a new one for me. But I do appreciate it. And hold on. 301. 301, you're on.
Hey, I thought I only had one thing left, but I just found something. All this talk about the Joker, right? It got me thinking, well, who was the last guy to play the Joker? And it turns out it was Robert Pattinson, right? Now, check this crazy stuff out. You put his birthday in because he was born on May 13th, right?
Wait, hold on, because I'm not real good with the Batman series. So we know that Joaquin Phoenix played it in this movie that they're doing the filming, but are you saying the one that came out where there's the flooding thing at the end on November 5th? Is that the one you're talking about?
It was the recent one. I want to say it came out on March of, I think, last year.
Okay, yeah.
That dude from Twilight.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, cool. So if you can bring up the calculator, the day calculator, you put in his birthday, right? And it's May 13th.
Can you say his name again? Can you say the actor's name again?
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
Okay, Robert Pattinson. I'm going to get it all up here.
Mm-hmm.
May 13th, 135. Well, we've been talking a lot about that number. Bavaria's 135. Skull and Bones, modeled after.
Put his birthday in the calculator and see what the day of his age is. You're going to freak out.
Is it going to be... What, are you saying from his last birthday to today?
Yeah, from his last birthday to today, like the day of his age. Check it out. You're going to freak out.
All right, I'm putting it in. I'm going to... It's probably pretty close to 201. Let's see. May 13th, 2022 to today.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 322. That's what it's going to be. 322. Yeah. Yeah.
I knew you would love that.
322. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, you guys, it's a wrap. Like, I don't know why the whole world doesn't know about this at this point, but again, it's just like we keep saying, there's a thin line between Hollywood and the Oval Office. All of this stuff is scripted. The same people who make your movies with all the predictive programming are the same ones who control your news every day. It's a club. Mm-hmm. They worship on Saturday. They're half of the Jesuit Alliance. And, yeah, anyway.
Yeah. And then check this out. I took that and I expounded on that, right? So, oh my goodness, I was watching a little bit of Itachi's stream earlier. By the way, this guy's good, man. Forget all the haters. That Itachi dude, he's freaking good. So, we were looking at some stuff or whatever, and I took that and I was looking at the Texas Rangers game that I was telling you about earlier, right? So you'll never guess this. Their manager, right? His name is Bruce Bachoy or something like that. And then you think about Bruce Wayne, right? And I don't know what possessed me to do this, dude. But I put it in the calculator, and Bruce Wayne comes out to 117. The Texas Rangers won 11-7. 117. I was freaking out, man. I was just like, this stuff is just... It's so crazy how everything involves.
For people who don't understand, every year we're documenting rituals with Skull and Bones and the Texas Rangers because the Bush family is connected to it. And from understanding that knowledge, it's what allowed us to predict that the Nationals would beat the Astros in Game 7. It was all synced up through Skull and Bones a few seasons back. That was 2019. And not just that, but just a lot of rituals along the years. But every year they're paying tribute to these secret societies. The games are rigged. The scores are rigged. All of the world of entertainment, politics, news, it's all one big intertwined thing day after day.
Yep. But yeah, that's all I got for you again, brother. I swear that's going to be my last call. When you started talking about the Joker, I was like, hold up. Well, Joker, Batman, and I don't know, I made the connection somehow.
Well, and then the other thing I want to say is about the guy's birthday. It can be written 13/5 like 135. Bavaria is 135, and Skull and Bones is modeled after the secret societies of Bavaria. So, I mean, it just makes even more sense.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I'm going to get back to watching the rest of the stream. I appreciate you.
All right, thanks, man. Take care.
All right, no problem.
Yeah. I mean, it's perfect, you guys. The last Batman movie. For people who don't know about 322, it's what Skull and Bones identifies by, but the meaning of that number, it goes back to the philosophers who died in 322 BC, and it goes also to Kabbalah. This whole thing of letters and numbers comes from Kabbalah. Kabbalah has 3 pillars and 22 paths in its physical model. And in the Bible, Genesis 3:2 mentions the tree of life, which is the physical model for Kabbalah. And it says knowing good and evil in Genesis 3:2. In Kabbalah, there's a good half to Kabbalah and there's an evil half. The evil half is known as the Klippoth. And it's no secret what these people are doing. These people are evil. And for all of... here, I'm going to close out with that too about Trump. Evil, 48. Donald Trump, 48. The word tree is 48. There's an evil tree. And what is the highest degree of the Satanic Church? It's mega. Mega is the highest degree of the Satanic Church. 772.
Hey, Zach. So I just want to say that I'm looking forward to what you're going to be doing next month, going out and doing all that stuff, and I can't wait for those dates to come out because I do want to go out and I do want to support. I haven't gotten the plane ticket yet, but once those dates come out, I will. I just want to say that I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate the work, and stuff's getting a lot worse, and to the lispy McFaggots and those people aren't doing anything for the world. So I'm just glad that you're doing something. I don't see anybody else doing anything.
Here, you're good with the computer skills. Figure out where that loser lives. I'll come out there and take care of him. So.
Okay, well, I guess we can talk about that off stream, but yeah, I do appreciate you, and thanks for what you do, man. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, tomorrow on April 1st, or sorry, in 2 days on April 1st, you guys gotta see my video. If people like the Zach, the Mad Zach compilation, they're really gonna like this video. And Zach, I know you're gonna like this video too. It's only gonna be it's gonna be less than 20 minutes, but you guys are gonna love it. I know that everybody's gonna like that video, so if you guys want to subscribe. And yeah, everybody that's listening, subscribe to Zach's channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to his other channels. Gematria Effect News 20, 23, 24, Gematria Effect Sports. People forget to subscribe and like the video, so when you remind them, people usually remember. I always remember because it's my routine, but yeah, some people don't have that routine.
I appreciate it. All right. Thanks, young one. All right. Take care. But yeah, I mean, this right here is just the nail in the coffin for the ritual today. So let's close out with this. It is time for me to start making dinner over here. Again, thank you to everyone for the super generosity. Daria found it. Daria, stop it. But thank you again. And shout out to Decoding with Cody as well. You didn't have to do that either. All you guys who already do the work and come out and pound payment, you definitely don't need to be making any donations. You guys have done more than enough. But yeah, let's just summarize the take-home point, the talking point with dinner with the family tonight, the friends, the things you want to try and get them to look at. And we got to get people to look at this. Again, today's date numerology is 76. Everything in the news today is 76. And this is nothing new, as we know it's news by the numbers every day. The Wall Street journalist taken by the Russians, Evan Gershkovich, whatever it is, 76. CNN all day, all they could talk about until that story broke in Trump was the Battle of Bakhmut. Bakhmut, 76 on the 76 date numerology. And then here comes the big whopper. Donald Trump at age 76, 76 days from his birthday, when his name equals 76 like Skull and Bones, is in big trouble for paying the hush money to the porn star born on March 17th, the 76th day of the year, whose name equals 383. Her birth name is Stephanie Gregory Clifford, 383, the 76th prime. And then, this is right after, this is just days after, the New York Post brought it all together. This is just a few days ago, how they filmed the scene at the courthouse where Trump could be taken to if he's indicted for the new Joker film. When, years ago when this came out, I was showing how the whole movie was synced up with Donald Trump. But Joker, 76. And again, Joker also 23, just like Donald. And now Ronald DeSantis, he's going to protect Donald Trump, who's always promoting the Big Macs. Yeah, and just understand all these people in the world who think they're above this information as they continue to get everything wrong with their false predictions and fear-mongering every day. Stop supporting these channels. Stop supporting these channels. Stop watching their videos. Stop liking their videos. Stop donating to them. This entire truth community, for the most part, 95% of it is totally fake. It's misinformation. It's needless fear. It's peddling you basement snacks. Buy my t-shirts. Buy my basement snacks. Buy my solar-powered flashlight. They don't want to do anything to free you from this matrix of bullshit or help jumpstart the revolution to end all this. Meanwhile, that's what we're doing over here, with real information that's undeniable, that adds up every single day. And again, for all the people in Washington State, come out and pound payment with me this Sunday, Seattle. This Sunday, Seattle, April 2nd. We're going to go, as Yeah Right calls them, the lib trolls. We're going to go make the lib trolls livid. And actually here, before I sign off, here's one more question I got. If there was only one thing you could hear me talk about on the mic with the big speaker in Seattle to the Seattle people about what they need to wake up to, what is it? Just write it out in one word or a few words. Don't give me like a bullet point, because I'm going to look at everybody's thing and just see what's coming through, and I'll remember that when I'm out there. I'm like, okay, this is what the people were thinking I should be talking about. Shout out to Barbara. Barbara, I see your $5. And Barbara, I also got your book right here. Barbara sent me a book in the mail. Thank you, Barbara. Oh, by the way, you guys, I just renewed my P.O. Box for a year. So my P.O. Box address, which is in the description of every video, I'll have it for one more year. It will officially expire next year, March 31st, 2024. So my P.O. Box not changing. And what I did is I put forwarding on it. So whatever you send to my P.O. Box will just come to my house. But buy my pillow. You want me to do Mike Lindell? how all these things tie back to Satan. I'll tell you what, that is not going to connect with the Seattle people at all. They'll just be rolling their eyes. Homelessness, it's a racket. That'll probably get me stabbed, since I'll be contending with all kinds of... It's sad how many mentally ill homeless people are on the streets of Seattle right now. I think I might do that, though. We might have to have a pizza party for the homeless people. I do intend to talk a lot about 201. Yeah, thank you, Charmed One. Charmed One just posted my P.O. Box. If you guys ever wanted to send me anything in the mail, I will get it. That's the P.O. Box. And it now forwards to my house, so it makes it even easier. Talk about the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Yeah, I'll be talking about that in the old pandemic. 1968. Yeah, I plan to talk about 1968. Shout out to Idaho. Hey, Idaho, I'll be in Moscow pretty soon. I'll be in Moscow pretty soon. Eastern Washington people, I'll be in Moscow pretty soon to talk to the students about what they did there on their campus with the killing on King Road and the news breaking on King Charles' birthday and the killer living in apartment 201G, only for him to be arrested in Joe Biden's hometown, Scranton, Pennsylvania, where The Office ran for 201 episodes. The Office, before he took over the Oval Office. That show was big back when Obama was in office. 47. Trump indictment. Yeah, I'll definitely be bringing up the Trump news. Talk about the Clintons. Well, I'll talk about how it's synced up with... I'll bring up how it's synced up with Hillary. Yeah, the homelessness is all over. It's really bad on the West Coast, though. It's really bad on the West Coast. Mike Lindell. He sounds like Jesse Ventura. I don't think so. He sounds really annoying, though. It's like... I feel like he's just part of Fox News. Because, like, 50% of Fox News' ads are his My Pillows and his My Pillow slippers. Yeah, 68 World Economic Forum. Chemtrails. 322. Indy. Bring some bear spray with you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any, but that's not a bad idea. I did get bear sprayed in Portland. Yeah, weather warfare. I can definitely bring that up. That one might be too much for people on the street, but I can try it out. I plan to be out there for a long time, so there's going to be a lot of things to talk about. Sean Kemp, I can bring up the Sean Kemp news. How they shamed him on March 8th. Sean Kemp, 38. We called it, as soon as the news broke, we said, oh, this is another fake news racial shaming ritual. Next thing you know, it was a bogus charge. We knew that from day one. Shout out to Luna Rasta again. Thank you, Barbara. Better watch the feds and bank failure. Yeah, we'll see. It looks like it might be the calamity might be like Janet Yellen said on January 20th, the 201st day of the nation's age. She said it's the debt that's going to cause the catastrophe, and it could come as soon as June. A lot of experts are saying they see that being the bomb in October. When the fall comes, they see the market falling, so it still might be some time off. They gave us all the big clues here in March with all the 83 bank collapse rituals, which we saw coming, but looks like it's probably going to, unless they do have it for tomorrow, 3/31. We'll see. Celtics up by 30. You just never know in the new NBA. But yes, let's see. Go to Ballard. Well, the only thing people are doing in Ballard are drinking. I've been out to Seattle since the Chaz thing happened. I can bring it up again. That Oddfellows Society that was there was 201 years old at the time. Talk about how the market fell 1,861 points right after the Chaz news and the NASCAR banning the Confederate flag like the Civil War began in 1861. Yeah, the Yale turns 322 years old October 9th. That's 201 days after 322. Yeah. Well, Deb, I mean, it's hard to know just how bad it'll get in the future, but I would say if your kids, if their work contributes to their 401k, a lot of works do, I'd say keep doing it, even though it is risky. I mean, if the world's going down, probably losing your 401k will suck, but it'll probably be one of the last of your concerns. If you ever plan to retire, 401k with workplace contributions, not such a bad idea. So it's just like a sweet lady. She has that right now, and I told her I think it's the smart thing to do because it's essentially like you're getting a pay raise. Your work's giving you a big bonus matching the contribution. May the force be with us. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, guys, we will leave it there for now. I really appreciate the generosity in this stream. Thank you very much. And yeah, be sure to look for the live stream on Sunday. And a lot of times when I go out to live stream, I get strikes and then I can't post on the channel. So be aware I have several YouTube channels. I have GematriaEffectNews 25, 24, 23, 22, and GematriaEffect Sports. And that's been my strategy for the last year and a half, to have all those channels, because that way, if you guys don't know, if you get 3 strikes, they delete your channel all the way. Now I shuffle channels when I have strikes so as not to get 3 strikes so the channel doesn't get deleted, because I've already had 20-some channels deleted to date. And it sucks losing all the content. I mean, so many good videos like this, community contributions, they've just been flushed down the memory hole by Google. You just never know when they're going to call your video medical misinformation. I've had so many videos like this taken down for medical misinformation. It's like, oh, the video didn't have anything to do with medicine. Then you appeal it, and you write, my video didn't have anything to do with medicine, so could you please reinstate it? And then they just send back an email. After further review, you violated our medical misinformation policies, and it will remain deleted. It's like, Appreciate it, Haroon. Thank you. Yeah, this was a really great stream. Really great contributions from the community. And I'll add all those great contributions. Really nice 201 find. Really put it together with the Joker movie. And a few other things. And RIP. I wonder about you guys, if the helicopter story's real. Like, sometimes I wonder if this stuff's even real. But if this is real, this wasn't an accident, you guys. And we know who did it. Again, it's got 201 all over it. And that's why young people, that's what makes me sick, In the schools, the military is allowed to go in there and promote the nation's youth. And this might have been what happened to 9 of our young people today. Just a nice little ritual sacrifice. That's why the people who left the comments about the video I did about them burning up all the immigrants in the 201 ritual on Monday, all the people left comments like, finally, that's good. All the people that said that's good, you're saying that a Jesuit human sacrifice ritual was good. As long as you cheer on these people, this will also happen. If that's good to you, then this must also be good to you, because this is another Jesuit human sacrifice. If 9 officers or 9 military personnel are dead, so. Fort Campbell 201, Kentucky 29, 2 helicopters, 9 people. It reminds me of when I was 18 years old and 9/11 happened and the war broke out, and I was thinking, God, had I taken that military recruiter's advice the summer before my senior year, he told me it was the best time to ever sign up because there'd never be another war in my lifetime. And I always think back, like, had I taken his advice, I would have been, like, shipped off to Afghanistan and Iraq. And I just remember all the stories back then. I mean, if you remember back then, I mean, you'd hear all the time about another helicopter crash. It seemed like that's the way everyone was dying. I was like, God, a lot of helicopters crash. Probably just sacrificing people all along, make them feel the pain of the war. People love the psychological trauma they put on the populace. Thank you, King Sosa. I see your generous contribution. I appreciate it. Alright, guys, it is time to make dinner over here. Thank you to everyone who hit the like and the share and the subscribe. And again, try out the knowledge tonight. Try out sharing the 76s. I mean, that is a long list of 76, plus all the other news stories there, 76, the Joker film. Show them that New York Post article. You know, give them the New York Post article and all the 76s. And show them how the one caller pointed out that the last Joker actor, this happens on his 322nd day of his age. Unbelievable. Shout out to Alexander on CashApp. That was our first non-super chat. Thank you, Alexander. I appreciate it. Alex with the big 5 on CashApp. Thank you. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your evening. Or if you're elsewhere, good rest of your day. And until next time, Truth Seeker. Be sure to tune in Sunday for Seattle. And come see us if you can. All right. Till next time.